explain.
You are making $500,000 and you were only going to pay me 30?
You're getting 30 grand? I'm getting 1,000.
Wait, you guys are getting paid?
Hello everybody, before we get into the video for today, the finale, if you could like, subscribe, and comment down below, I would really appreciate it. It helps grow the channel, helps attract potential ad deals and whatnot, and it also just kind of helps out with the algorithm so more people like your beautiful selves could see this video. It also gives me great feelings inside, so if you could do that, if you want me to feel good, do those three things. So thank you. Back to the rest of the video. Hello everybody, welcome back to Road to Semi-Pro, the finale. Obviously this video would probably would be more appropriately released at the end, the conclusion of the Tampa Bay season, or even prior to the championship weekend, or maybe right after the championship weekend, but I like to do things my own style, so I like to do them 2 to 3 weeks after everyone else is done thinking about the AUDL season. The reasons simply for why it's taken so long for me to release this is just other priorities, and my schedule is kind of hectic. I went straight into, after the Tampa Bay season, I went and played the US Open, practicing and traveling, and now I have an off weekend between sectionals and regionals to actually film this. And the more I kind of dwell on this video, the more and more I edited and changed what I wanted to talk about, how I wanted to say things, and I think this is as good as it's going to get. The way I want to conclude season 1 of Road to Semi-Pro is I want to address some of the things that I said in the very beginning, the very first episode, which if you're a new viewer or you maybe haven't seen it in a while, I'm going to put the link in the description for Road to Semi-Pro Part 1. The main thing I wanted to do with this series was to showcase to people in the Ultimate community and people that aren't in the Ultimate community what it's like to play in the AUDL. I wanted to be able to tell a story about my own journey of the trials, the success, and just kind of paint a picture of what it actually is like. I mean, there's not really a over glamorization. I think it's understood that it's mostly a weekend warrior kind of thing. Don't really feel like this is like really pulling back the veil on anything unknown, but I think maybe people didn't really understand the lengths, the money spent, the grind. By that mark, success, I did that. You know, the fact that I'm releasing like 11 or 12 videos over the course of the season is kind of crazy to me. I think that is a success in itself, is that I guess if I call someone out, you know, some of these really good Ultimate YouTube channels like Rowan's or Kenny's, they started doing behind the scenes videos, but they only got like 1 or 2 episodes in, and for a variety of reasons that they stopped doing them is like, you know, I actually continued on even though there's a large gap in between some of my videos, and maybe the quality objectively is not as good as theirs, which I think is an impressive thing that Rowan and Kenny both did, is that they had really amazing quality. Is I was consistent. I put stuff out there on a regular basis, and I would like to think a variety of different content. So that's another success for me for this season, is that I stayed with it. One of the things that I'm really happy about with this series is the improvement of the audio and video quality. If you haven't noticed, I'm filming on a new camera that I just bought, so perfect timing, last video of the year, why not get a new camera for it? I also have this mic, courteous of one Alex Gardner from the Tampa Bay Cannons, who let me borrow it initially, and now he's actually let me have it, so big thank you to Alex for that. It's actually a skill that I wanted to learn, was some video editing and just how being more comfortable in front of a camera. So look forward in the next couple of weeks. I really like to do a video talking about my process. Hopefully it will be kind of a template. I know it's very common now to use like your phone for like shorts or those kind of camera quality, but I really like this medium of YouTube video, like a little bit longer format rather than like day-to-day content. So if you want to get into this kind of stuff, hopefully I can kind of give you some tips and skip over some of the lull that I went through. So hopefully next year there's more people pumping out content. To mirror some of the positives, I'm going to give some quick negatives about the season. One, I was really disappointed in my consistency. I felt my goal was to either post bi-weekly or weekly, and I could not make that happen. I am a firm believer is setting your own standard bar of like, hey, this is what I want to do. I don't want to like, this is as far as I'll go and no further kind of thing. And so I know that sounds maybe hypocritical for what I just said. However, something beyond this channel is like, I knew that me traveling and filming this was going to be a bigger obligation than I had previously been. And one of the lines as I didn't want to cross was into my own personal life. Like I had to make sure my wife and my family were taken care of, and also my job, like I wasn't going to be slacking there. And so there were times I've mentioned in previous videos about where I needed to spend more time getting those things corrected before I made content. Why it's a disappointment anyway of my consistency is I look back as I think I could have made it a higher priority, and I think I wasted a lot of time and my own nervousness about putting out a certain type of content instead of just filming it and being confident about it. And so looking forward, I'd like to not be ashamed of what I'm doing and actually film and be more consistent. I'd like to, for the Road to Semi-Pro Season 2, is to make it a standard release schedule, like every Monday, every Tuesday, that kind of thing. I know I talked about it this before the season, but that's something I'd really think is going to be is going to not only make me want to make more content, but I think as a viewer, you're going to probably appreciate that a little bit more. Some more consistency, I guess, is what I'm saying. I wanted to touch on it. It's not really a negative, but it also isn't necessarily a positive. I think a lot of people might look at my subscriber count or how many views I'm getting on my videos, is that I really didn't set the bar of the measurement of success on how many subscribers or how many views I got on my videos. It really was driven by, one, my idea that I wanted to come to this point, to come to a finale at the end of the season and say like, hey, I told a story throughout the whole thing. Like maybe the gaps are big, but at least there are multiple fence posts in which you can like see my optimism, my struggle, different things that I went through, is that you can watch from part 1 till to now and have the complete season recap kind of thing. So moving on into the actual season, my two favorite moments, I say two favorite plays that I make the entire season actually comes from week 1. I get an under from Brandon Perales and I huck it immediately to Jaime Perez, who makes a great play over a great defender. My second clip is going to be my catch against the Carolina Flyers that I towed the back line. This clip actually got onto the AUDL top 10 of the week. It's the only time I've ever been on the AUDL top 10, so it's actually a pretty cool feeling. That's a first. Hopefully it's going to happen more times in the next season, but it was an awesome feeling. It was actually a pretty close game, and honestly, that it was actually really cool is about that weekend. That was my best game of the year. I had like several more hucks, a couple big ones to like Cody Coates, and then I had like an assist to Jorge. I think I went like +6 for the game, but that night, it was a Saturday night, and we finished in Raleigh, and then Robert Alonji and I drove to my brother-in-law's house, stayed the night in Columbus, South Carolina, I believe. No, in Charlotte, North Carolina. Stayed the night, woke up at 4, drove into Atlanta for Chain Lightning tryouts, and then I ended up making the team. So it was like a crazy weekend, and it was just like back-to-back super awesome days, and I was just like running on fumes, and that play and that whole Saturday game gave me a huge boost of confidence going into club trials for the next day. Oh, this is a super small thing. I'd like to give a shout out to the Oakland Spiders. I won a contest on your Instagram and I never got my stuff. I was supposed to get a disc and a t-shirt and I never did. And I reached out multiple times on Instagram and I never got anything. So I want my stuff. I know it's super random, but I definitely want that. So now about the giveaway. I was able to get a replica of my 2022 dark jersey, number 17 for the Tampa Bay Cannons with hedges on the back. It is a large 7 apparel shirt. Not shirt, it's a jersey. It's basically not this one. This is the one I won in the games. You can't have this one. I am getting the jersey for regionals. The Southeast regionals are about 9 days away. So what I want to happen is I get the jersey that weekend. Monday morning, I will ship it out to someone. How you can be that person I ship the jersey to is 1, like, 2, subscribe. 3, leave a comment on this video of your favorite Road to Semi-Pro moment from any of the videos. It can be the official Road to Semi-Pro ones, or it can be any of my like product reviews. It can be that Dallas and Tampa highlight montage, a moment that sticks out in your head that you thought was funny or whatever, a bit or something like that. Leave it in the comment down below and you will be entered to win, and I will pick someone random and I'll ship it to you for free. So this is like, there's no buy-in, so you're gonna get a free jersey. Hopefully you'll wear it around proudly and you'll be like, yeah, this guy, Tampa Bay Cannons kind of guy. Beyond also liking, sharing and subscribing, please share this video, share this giveaway. Anyone besides me and my family wearing this jersey would be cool. Wrapping up season 1, I want to say thank you to all the viewers. Thank you for tuning in all the times that I posted. Thank you for engaging with me on all social medias and whatnot, and giving me ideas, giving me critiques. It has truly been awesome to see how much can change over the last couple of months. I look forward to the 2023 season and season 2 of Road to Semi-Pro, and just see what we can do then. So season 1,